Okay, so no more AFRO. Okay, so I did just finish celebrating my 10-year wedding anniversary, and for my anniversary I kind of want to do something different, but I also live here in Texas, so Texas is extremely hot. Like, walk outside, sweat. I mean, 2 seconds, it don't matter. So because I wanted to wear my hair straightened, I knew that I was going to have to find a way to preserve it, and I did preserve it, kind of. So I did take my flat iron with me. So on the, okay, excuse me, let me back it up. So Wednesday, I flat ironed my hair, and then I put these, I have 6 of these. I put these flexi rods in. Okay, so when I curled it into sections, and I put those in for the night when I got up. It's beautiful. Every day I did put heat on my hair again. So either whether it was before we were about to go out or like the end of the night, but once a day for 4 days, or 3 days, actually 3 of the 4 days, I did put heat on my hair. And then after I basically took big chunks of my hair and curled it with the flat iron, I put these flexi rods on. So I also did not have any heat protector with me. I did think I bought some, but I also didn't really care because I'm finna make some changes anyway, as you can see from the beginning of this video. But even though with the changes that I'm deciding to make, which I will get into in detail when I go to the flat ironing part of my hair, I still want to make sure that my hair is as healthy as possible. So today I'm going to be doing a little more of a TLC than I normally do with my hair. And yeah, so if you're interested in that, stay tuned. So first I'm going to start with the Head and Shoulders, what is it? Classic Clean Daily Shampoo. I'm doing this because the last day of our vacation, I put my hair back into a bun, and my hair is actually still in that bun. It just looks raggedy, which is why I've been wearing my head scarves. But I'm going to use this just to do my first cleanse. I want to get a nice good stripping of my hair, because after that I want to go in and do a aloe vera hot oil treatment. Okay, so for my aloe vera hot oil treatment, of course, I have aloe. I have already cleaned it, I've already cut it and prepped it, so it is ready to just go on my head. And I'm also going to be using my Roots protective style oil. It's a lightweight oil, so I'm going to be using that as well. And I'm going to sit under the dryer with a plastic cap, excuse me, for about 20 minutes so that I can let that absorb into my hair. I'm about 100% sure that my curl pattern is going to be looser, which again, at this point, I really don't care. But I'm not just careless. So I want to make sure that I am still keeping up with the health of my hair. So after I come from under the dryer with that seeping into my hair and the moisture getting into my strands and doing what it's supposed to do, I am going to go back in with another cleansing shampoo. And the reason I'm doing a cleansing shampoo is because I'm about to flat iron my hair and I don't want there to be any oil residue left on my hair from the hot oil aloe vera treatment, or aloe vera hot oil treatment, whichever way you want to say. I don't really think it matters. So I'm going to do the Design Essentials Oat Protein and Henna. Then I'm going to go in with a moisturizing shampoo. You all know I love to use the Design Essentials almond avocado moisturizing and detangling sulfate free shampoo. You would think I would know this as long as I've been using this one. And then I'm going to go in with a kind of like a restructurizing treatment mask, which is the Sacred. You know, you guys have been seeing me use this, and I'm almost out. I have some more on the way. For my flat ironing portion of it, I'm going to be using the Keratin and Green Tea Reconstructorizer as a leave-in. Then I'm going to be using this Fantasia Hair Polisher Heat Protectant. I have my Silk Infusions by Chi, which I'm going to use as well as a serum. And while I am flat ironing my hair, we're going to talk about this new journey I have absolutely positively decided to go on. So So if you are interested in that, stay tuned.
Okay, so if you have been a subscriber to my channel for a while, then some of the things that I'm going to say right now, you've heard before. But I have been natural since my last perm was the day before Thanksgiving in 2012. So I transitioned for about a year, and in 2013, November, I cut off the rest of my permed ends. So I have been natural, if you count 2012, 13 years, right? Or coming up on 13 years. So it's been a long time that I've been natural. In being natural, like when you first start being natural, or when I first started being natural back in 2012, like not using heat was a really big thing. Like to preserve your curls and stuff was a really big thing. So for probably about the first 4 years, I didn't really use heat on my head. I would like flat iron a section just to see like what my length was like, but I didn't really use it until I graduated college. So I started college, and then my first like professional flat iron was my graduation, and my hair was long, but it was damaged. And so I basically had to get it cut all the way up to my shoulder. So I had hair as long as like my bra strap basically. And because it was uneven, I had to be, I'm a person who I'm not length over health type person. So I was just like cut off everything that you need to cut off so that one, it can look good while it's flat iron. But I didn't want any of that damage. But I just felt like I spent all of that time, with my natural hair and braids and stuff like that for 4 years for me not to experience the length retention that I wanted to experience. So after that, I kind of got a little more comfortable with getting my hair flat ironed. So I probably started getting my hair flat ironed about twice a year after that. But other than that, I have been wearing braids. As you know, when I was in California, I was a braider, and I started braiding in 2016. So even before then, like I'm talking about like all the way back from a kid. Like I have pictures of me in crochet braids, the ones that used to look like noodles. Come on now. If you remember the crochet braids that were braids, like they were braids, and then they had like, it was like a crinkle wave curl. If you remember that, let me know, because my mama used to have me in those crochet braids, and baby, I was beautiful. You heard me. So I've been wearing crochet braids since I was like, or braids period, since I was like 4 or 5 years old. And then fast forward to being natural, I was wearing braids. And then when I started becoming a braider, like a braider for working purposes, I wanted to make sure that I was a walking advertisement. So I would like wear braids constantly as well. So I have been wearing braids literally all my life. All the way up until I'll say about last year was when I really started to say, okay, I'm kind of tired of seeing my hair in braids. I'm kind of tired of seeing my hair in braids. I always loved braids. Like I had braids this summer. I loved them. I love the color, but I didn't even keep them in as long as I normally would. Like I am a like 12 weeker. Like I'm like 3 months. Depending on how small the braids are, I have done micro box braids before. I'll keep those in for 12 to 16 weeks, or I have before. My last set, I actually think I only kept them in. No, I think I did like 13 weeks, my last set of micro box braids. But anywho, yeah, I have been, so last year I really started to contemplate, like, I really kind of want to perm my hair. Like, I was like, I'm tired of being natural. Like, if I'm being very honest, I was tired of being natural. Like, mind you as well, I had just had my third baby, and being my hair, y'all see, I have a tight curl pattern. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I even went so far as, if you've seen the video here, I've even went so far I purchased Motions perm, like, and the shampoo, the conditioner. Like I purchased it all, and then I just couldn't go through with it. I was like, okay, let me just I'm just tired right now. My world is a little different now that I have my newborn and all that stuff. So I was like, don't just do it just because, like, make sure you want to do it, even though I was really, really considering it well before I even bought the perm. But it's just something about, I was like, I can't do it. So I took it back and I went and exchanged it for some Marley hair, and I put some Marley twist in my head instead. But yeah, so even still, I have been like, I want to wear and see my hair straight. Like, I've been wearing braids, I have been wearing my afro, I have been wearing twist outs and different things like that. Like, I'm ready to go back to being able to put my hair in a sleek bun. I want to be able to wash my hair and do a flat wrap. Like, I was like, I want quicker hair days. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I had gotten to a point where my hair days were not full days, but it was still a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with my natural hair. So I wanted something like different. So since I took those last set of micro box braids out, I have been going back and forth like with styles that I like. If I did protective styles, like, I wouldn't keep them in for a very long time. Or I would wear my hair in its natural state, right? So I would like try flat ironing it, and then I would maybe do a twist out from that, like a chunky twist out, or different styles like that. So I basically got to the point where I was like, okay, if I can go all the way to I will perm my hair and basically damage my hair perming it, then I at least need to take the time to try working with my hair basically without braids, right? So working with my hair. So I started, because I've noticed before, I remember there was one time before, matter of fact, that it was a year that I first moved to San Diego. I put 2 sets of braids in my head that year. Within a year, I put 2 sets of braids in my head. And both time I wore the braids for about 8 weeks. And then the rest of that time I wore natural hairstyles. And when my hair is out, I would wash it more often, about every 2 weeks. And of course, when I had the braids in my head, I was washing it weekly and stuff like that. And my hair, I had just cut it for my graduation, for my shoulders. And my hair was darn near back to my bra strap within the next year. And so I had already seen the benefits of that. And I kind of reminded myself of that. And I said, okay, well, I'm just going to like do some. I'm not going to like go overboard or so. I'm just going to, do some styles whenever I feel like it. Basically, stop trying to think too much. I think way too much in advance. Like, what if I don't like it? Da, da, da. Instead of just going with what I feel at the time, right? So within this last year, I have been wearing my hair a whole lot more. And I've been saying I need to practice flat ironing my hair more, because I can flat iron somebody else's hair and do somebody else's hair like it's nobody's business. So I said, Robyn, the same amount of time that you take to do theirs, take to do yours. So I really was like, okay, let me just go full-fledged on at least stretching my hair. Then I won't say that I was flat ironing my hair a lot, but I was making sure that my hair was in its stretch state every single time I washed my hair. And I'm talking about, like, I would go home and then I would go back home to Little Rock, and a couple months later we'd go back to visit, and everybody be like, oh my God, your hair grew so much. And I even noticed, like, oh my God, my hair is growing so much, or rather I'm retaining length so much. And I've actually had times, I probably like, the first time I said out loud that I felt like braiding hair was eating at my hair, like I felt like even with me washing it weekly and oiling and moisturizing and doing all of this, the first time I said it was I wore these, I had put some long red box braids in my head. And before then I had cut my hair off, like all the way buzz cut, and then I had just started growing it back out. So like within 6 or 7 months, my hair had grown like 4 inches. And then I put those braids in, and I had them in for about, I think, like 7 or 8 weeks. And when I took them out, my hair was the same length, with me doing all the precautions, with me washing my hair and all that. And that's the first time I told my husband, I was like, this braiding hair is like eating at my hair. And I am not a shy person when it comes to products. Like, I will go out and, yeah, I mean, I make my own products, but I will make sure that I keep it in stock. Like, I'm not going days and weeks without washing my hair and moisturizing my hair and stuff like that. I mean, okay, sometimes I will, but for the most part, I would for sure wash my hair weekly. There was no doubt about it that I was washing my hair weekly, right? So anyways, I just felt like, I was like, nah, I feel like it's eating at my hair. And I wanted to start retaining length again so that I can reach certain goals that I wanted. So I was like, yeah, my first goal is I want to be able to put my hair in a sleek back bun, right? So in the back of my head, right? Because I could do it like putting it at the top, like all the hair gathered at the top of my head. But I wanted my hair in the front to be long enough to go all the way to back where I can do a low bun. So basically in that time, I was like, I did what I said. I will wash my hair at most every 2 weeks, depending on the styles that I had in every 2 weeks. And I just really started working with my own hair, and I saw the benefits, and I see how well it grows. Okay, so I'm going to be uploading a video soon of me perming my mom's hair because she was like, I'm done being natural. And so basically before I concluded this, I came to this conclusion. I was like, okay, I think I'm just going to perm my hair, And so when I did my mom's, I was like, yeah, like, oh my gosh, I'm going to perm my hair because this is going to be so easy. And I'm kind of wanting more easy, right? And again, to be able to do styles like put it in a sleek ponytail. If I want to add a couple of tracks in it to make it fuller and not have to worry about it reverting, baby. I live in Texas. It's so hot. It gets so hot in Texas, right? So basically, right before my anniversary, or the night before, I permed my mom's hair because she came down here to watch the babies. I permed my mom's hair, and then I was like, you know what, Robyn? Flat iron your hair, because I was really thinking about the heat. I was like, I don't want to have to worry about doing my hair when I'm trying to enjoy my vacation, right? That was something I wasn't worried about doing. But I was like, you know what, Robyn? Flat iron your hair. And if you can go as far as to say you want to perm it, then take that flat iron with you and keep flat ironing it, so that you can have your hair looking how you want it to look, basically. So I told myself, I'm going to flat iron my hair in this 3-digit weather, basically. and I'm going to make sure that or find ways where I can preserve my hair. Y'all, it was a success. Like, and you've seen, I explained some of it at the beginning of the video, but it was truly a success. And I was like, okay, if I can ride roller coasters, if we can go bike riding in the sun, baby, not a cloud in the sky, 99 degrees, and I'm sweating, if I can go and do all of these fun things, like we do a lot of fun stuff when we go on our anniversary trips and stuff like that. Like, if I can do all this stuff that's literally making me sweat, like, y'all, I was drenched, and I can find ways to preserve my hair, getting in the shower, in and out the shower, and again, yes, I did use the flat iron, but I only used it like in chunky sections. So how I curl my hair after I flat iron it, that's literally what I would do, and probably even less than that. So I had 6 big rollers, like I said, and I would literally take like 6 sections, and I made some of those depending on how thick my hair was in each section. I would take it out and I would part it into 2. So at most I may have had like 10 or 12 sections, basically, of me adding big curls in my hair. But anywho, I successfully preserved my hair for the entire trip. Like, every night or every day, whatever, I wore my hair in a flat iron state. The only reason why I put my hair back in a bun at the end is because I really wanted to wear that low bun, because I had finally made it to my goal of being able to do that. So I really wanted to do that while my hair was as straight as it was. And I'm like, even putting the gel on and all that stuff, like, my hair was so sleek, even like with the sweating and stuff like that. Basically what I'm saying is I found ways to really be able to preserve my hair. So I said, you know what? I'm going to be a straight natural. Like, I have absolutely decided I'm going to be a straight natural. Again, if I can go to the extent of saying I would actually perm and like knowingly damage my hair like that with a relaxer, then I could do this. And when I'm telling y'all, like, my wash days are easy. Like, I'm going to have a lot of videos about me being a straight natural because I've been playing around with it for some time. But now I'm about to basically do it. Like, I'm just finna go full-fledged is what's about to happen. So I am like super excited about it because when I tell y'all, every time I have flat ironed my hair, I'll say within at least this last like 9 months. Like, honestly, probably within this last year, every time I flat iron my hair, it's come out. Oh, no, not. Okay, so let me say my first like really successful one, I think, was probably like November of last year. So November. Yeah, so I'll say about 9 months. So 8-9 months that I've been flat ironing my hair. It's come out exactly how I wanted it to. I just had to learn how to preserve it. And now, again, that I was able to preserve it in 3-digit heat, like temperatures, I know I'm going to be straight. So, yeah, I am about to be a full-fledged straight natural. So if you are already here on my channel, thank you guys so much for being here. If you are new, welcome. Thank you for watching this video. If that is a journey that you want to go with me on, if you're thinking about it, and you need advice or something like that, I'm finna be giving y'all everything that I done learned about how to do it and to preserve my curls. Because even at the beginning of this video, I was like, I really thought my curl pattern was gonna be a lot looser than it was. But it actually wasn't. Even with me like putting the flat iron on there, you know, throughout those days or whatever, just to kind of redo my curls to make sure they were nice and full and fluffy or whatever. Yeah, so if you are looking for tips on how to preserve your hair and how to be a straight natural, I've literally been learning about it basically for the past 9 months so that I can do it and knowingly and unknowingly, I guess, but so that I can be able to do something different with my hair because honestly, y'all, I am just over natural hairstyles. I am. Like, I've been natural since 2012 and I'm like, my mom was like, look, I'm done. I want my perm back. You know, and for me, it's not going to be a perm, but it is going to be me having my hair straightened. So I'm really excited about it. Not saying that my hair will only be flat iron. I will be showing like different styles and stuff like that. But as I've been doing, like blowing out my hair before, or every time I wash my hair is what's going to happen. And flat ironing my hair at least twice a month is what's going to happen unless I decide to do something else for whatever reason. That's what it's going to be. So if you are ready to be in with me on this journey, definitely stay here with me. Send this to other people if you like to. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see y'all on the next video. Peace and blessings.